Scots with soul. We'll build this network.
Scots and soul.
Build this network on Scots with soul. Yo, folks, what's happening? And welcome back to Scots with Soul. It's week 69 this week, and it's just me and Viper again this week. He's on this side. I flipped the camera.
I'm on this. I was on this side last week.
Aye, but I pointed that way. When you're that way.
Right.
Back to point in the wrong direction. How you doing anyway, son? Welcome.
I'm all good. I still have my hammer, except this time I also have a little Warhammer figurine that's been finger painted like Iron Man.
You fingered your little Warhammer thing?
Like Iron Man.
Fingered it like Iron Man, yes. How does Iron Man finger things?
I don't know. I imagine like everyone else, but I think it would be more like...
It's more precise.
It has to switch suits halfway through, like...
Right, well, the first thing I want to talk about is obviously the Area 51 raid and how much a disappointment it really was. But that's my opinion. What's your opinion on it? Did you watch any live streams?
I just love the fact that people actually showed up. Like, I really do love the fact that people went, you know what? Let's fucking go.
See, like, I don't know. I was really expecting like something to happen. I'm glad nothing did happen, but see at the same time, I'm disappointed that like, do you know what I mean? They didn't even get the scary men in like black to show up. Do you know what I mean? And shut down a live stream or anything. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to see that shit. Like, hopefully nobody got hurt and all that. But I wanted to see that shit.
What the main...
Get your tinfoil hat on and watch a Twitch stream like that. Yes, it's happening live. It's happening live.
Apparently, the only thing that actually like really happened was like somebody got a bit too close to the fence and an attack dog barked. That's it. But apparently, like,
an
people
attack dog
really
barked. A fucking Yorkie.
Or did we just go?
I think so. It should be back now. Like XSplit says it's back. No, it's not broke.
All right.
It's just like a message. Like obviously, like I don't know. Is it back? Have you got it up?
Aye. Stubb says it's back as well.
Yeah, that's alright then.
I have to go back and re-host this
Motherfuckers. Aye, it was a connection problem. Like, I forgot to pay my internet bill this month, but I get paid tomorrow, so see, as soon as it ticks past 12 o'clock, I'll be like, pay internet.
I'm in this really awkward bit right now where, like, I've got, like, a bill coming out for, like, the first time for this specific bill. I'm not entirely sure what day it comes out, so I'm just kind of sitting there with money in my account going, please don't anything else come out. I need to pay this.
Like Sky did this thing where if you miss a month's bill, it like just rolls over onto the next one, but you can't miss two. And so like, I only read the small print the other night, and I was like, thank fuck, man, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to host this podcast tonight like I usually did. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the one I've got right now is basically just I'm on finance for a camera basically, and they've got a nice thing where like, oh, if you missed the payment, you can pay it back. You can make the payment whenever you want in the month, but if you don't pay it on the day that we ask you to pay it, it'll be £15 extra. I'm like, well, that's not too bad, but still, I didn't want to pay the extra £15, you know.
They're like, please don't pay, please delay, please delay.
In the words of Vanessa, that is 5 meal deals.
Mate, I was buckled last night at Vanessa's stream, like. Yeah. A number of times, do you know what I mean? Even, like, it was like the Goose Game, the Untitled Goose Game that she was playing. She was having so much fun. Like the surprise when she was doing stuff. When you pointed out that the wee thing above her was doing that set me off, right? And then I seen the donation gold in the bottom, £3 for a Tesco meal deal. I'm like, only fucking Vanessa, man, only Vanessa. But aye, hey Stubbs and hey Absolute Scottish, how you guys doing? BT call you after 4 days, then tell them
when you can pay. That's most companies are kind of understandable. Shit happens. But yeah, Area 51. Like I said, I'm just happy people went. But I'm not gonna lie. What I was really hoping was gonna happen, and like this was like more just like a really funny thing of what if like only 10 people showed up, right? And the government went, you know what? Fuck it. Aye, come here. And they literally just let them walk about Area 51, and then showed them like all the aliens and shit and all that, and then went, aye, and they went, go.
I thought you were going to say just took them into a dark room and probed them.
Waiting to find yourself in a dark room.
Go north, a government agent probes you because you went to Area 51.
You die. You die.
Oh, fuck, man. Yes.
But what I was really hoping is they show them all the aliens and stuff, and then go, aye, and they go, what? Why did you guys like, you know, show us all this stuff? Because there's 10 of you, and they can't believe you.
And they can't believe you, aye. I think that's everybody showed up. I think thinking that 10 people or something would show up and that they would see something shady, and like, but it turned out like a couple of thousand people or something showed up. I think every one of them had 3 different cameras.
I'm pretty sure it was actually 40,000. Like,
was it something like 40,000? Because any of the live streams I was watching were miles away from Area 51.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be the same guy on every fucking single stream.
For me, it was either a guy with a red bandana, a guy with a hat, in sunglasses, who never streamed before in his life.
Did anybody see the streams live? Did anybody see any of the stuff that was happening live? Did you see the older guy? Obviously, there's a guy for the hippie generation, right? And it's the generation for the 70s, do you know what I mean? The generation that went to Woodstock and all that and actually made fucking changes through like fucking passive, like fucking just like passive disobedience. And he's there and he's pure trying to tell everybody, like, let's get together, they can't stop us, do you know what I mean? And everybody's trying to get running with their cameras and that, and I'm like, that's 2 worlds clashing. Do you know what I mean? That guy's there, like, yes, they're actually doing it. Do you know what I mean? I've been talking about fucking green men since the 60s. Do you know what I mean? We're actually doing it. And then he's just like, oh no, we're not actually doing it. Like, one guy turned up with a tinfoil hat and a North Korea flag. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the North Korea flag, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that was some risky fucking business. Like, showing a North Korean flag there. But it was an interesting one. But it was, like, I've been saying this since the start. Like, if there really was something at Area 51, the government wouldn't have let this go on. Like, that page would have been taken down the second it happened.
Aye, you're right.
And this wouldn't have happened right here, as it's just been put in the chat. Which, in my opinion, wins. I think at the end of the year, the podcast, I think we're going to host a little an award ceremony, and it will be awards for like winners of the internet 2019, and it will be bits
winners of the internet.
Yeah, winners of the internet, like people who won the internet this year.
I like the name. It's good.
And one of the nominations for best moment of the internet will be this dude. Like,
well, I think nomination for winner of the internet this year should be people who don't even frequent the internet, and it should be these guys, right? I mean, this story is fucking brilliant, man. 2 Amish men caught drinking and driving a horse and a buggy with a stereo system. Do you know what I mean? So, like, there's a news article we'll watch. There's the...
Hold on, wait. Did they actually have, like, a big red triangle on the back?
Aye, they comply to like road standards and shit, so as they can be seen.
I didn't know you needed that on the back of a thing.
Aye, like, and see when it comes to like road safety and that, the Amish way of life really does clash with yours. Do you know what I mean? Because like they're subject to drink driving laws and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like the copper, I think it might even be in this, but listen to the police officer says it.
Buggy with the horse, and the OVI laws do apply.
Then he noticed they also had a 12-pack of beer.
And the OVI laws do apply. You're not allowed to drink and drive or operate a buggy. I've never operated an Amish buggy with a horse, but I'm told that the horse will know the way home, regardless if the operator is awake or even in the buggy.
So he openly admits, fucking admits, right? He's like, it doesn't matter if you're asleep, awake, or even there. The horse will go home. It will go home. It will be safe. Do you know what I mean? That sounds perfect.
This is a tie to Scottish folklore, actually. because everyone knows of the famous poet Robert Burns, right? And there is a poem
Happnin Madcap.
about, it was either a poem or a song about how he was going home one night, pish as a fuck. He stumbles upon a church and the devil's playing a ceilidh, right? Like, that's apparently like one of the songs, right? And I've always wondered, how the fuck did he get home? And then went, oh, aye, the horse just knew the way. Like, the horse just knew the way home.
Aye, the horse knows the way home, man. Do you know what I mean? It's.
Could you like totally imagine, right? A guy pish as a fart, just slung over the top of his horse, and the horse going, "Oh fucking hell, no again! Like fucking hell, it's the fourth time this week, you bastard!"
But like, look, there's a picture of the inside of the. There's a picture of the inside of the vehicle. The vehicle. But they've got the fucking old sound system and that. So, like, what is it? Like, you can just imagine those fucking, like, 2 Duracell batteries in the back, 2 AA's. Do you know what I mean? Powering that shit.
Are the Amish Christian? Is that what it is?
I don't know exactly. I don't know if it's tied to a religion or just tied to, like
a way of life.
A way of life. I'm not 100% sure. I just know they're a wee bit. People call them backwards, but I'd call them nerfed. Do you know what I mean? Aye, do you know what I mean? They just chose to nerf themselves a wee bit. Madcap or Sparrow Wankles, what we're actually on about is this. We're on about this story. 2 American kids, 2 Amish kids were caught drink driving a horse and buggy, and how the police officer
says... Amish weren't allowed to drink, actually.
Well, just let this police officer say this again, right?
And the OVI laws do apply. You're not allowed to drink and drive or operate a buggy. I've never operated an Amish buggy with a horse, but I'm told that the horse will know the way home, regardless if the operator is awake or even in the buggy.
I don't think that's fair to then do them for drink driving. Do you know what I mean? Like, we know the horse will be totally safe.
If the horse was drunk, however,
yes,
then it's a different.
Yes, if you're fucking letting your horse, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god! Like, no, we were only putting the beer at the horse's mouth because you hook the lid under its teeth and go, and you open it. We open it. You just open it. Like, oh my god, man! Like. Kudos to the kids though, man, do you know what I mean? Like, fucking... Can you imagine growing up Amish and your mum and dad's like that? I know we were on the highway in a horse the other day and this thing flew past at 100 miles an hour, and I know we seen this fucking big billboard with like a television on it and how it's got these cool things. I know we seen all that today, but you're not allowed any of it. Can you imagine how hard you'd rebel at 13 years old? Can you imagine how hard that rebellion
Well, that happens.
would be?
I'm pretty sure there's a thing when you're 16. Like, I'm pretty sure there was like an MTV show about it. It's like the Amish when they're 18 or something, they get to go away into the world for a month and then they can.
Vanessa just asked the real question: can you drift a horse? Can you drift the buggy?
that would make Tokyo. That would make Fast and Furious really different.
No, Vanessa, you cannot drift a horse. Stop trying to drift everything.
But could you totally imagine like Vin Diesel on top of a buggy, like yeah.
You can just imagine the horse going like that, just waiting.
Or like, I wonder, right? I'm gonna try this. We should go because there's horses not too far from where I live, right? I'm gonna go with a big speaker and just stand there, wait till the horses are grazing, and then click play. And all you hear is dun 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 to see if any of the horses get really fucking antsy.
Mate, there's a YouTube channel that I watch sometimes, right, when I'm really, really high and I want just to laugh at something stupid. And this guy basically plays a trombone in his field. And it's just like a 10-minute video and he's just playing a trombone in his field. And all the coos just like appear on the horizon like that. And honestly, mate, it ends up like a cow concert. It's fucking hilarious.
Well,
like, at first they're all pure slow, right? And see once they start crowding up, see the ones that appear on the horizon, see when they see the other cows at the noise, they then run. Mate, it's uncanny, man. It's like they're sitting there high as shit, having pure philosophical thoughts. Like, holy shit, cows are sentient, man. Look, that one's got FOMO. Look how quick it's gone. Man. It's like that. Where's the mushrooms? There's the shrooms. There's a concert on.
What was it like? There was a there was a video that went like viral ages ago, and it was like a Swedish woman in like the hills just doing this old Swedish like herding song, and all the cows just come. So it must be something to do with like either like a cow's curiosity or something, or like
like they're mammals. Do you know what I mean? Like it must sound soothing, or like I don't know. Like there's no point in trying to put yourself in the mind of a cow.
I've figured out what's happening. Right, so in Sweden that works because like, oh, lovely soothing music. In the other countries, in Scotland, a cow comes up and goes, "Hon, I'm on the night shift."
Right, oh my god, it brings back a horrifying story, right? No, right. Weird
Story time with COD.
Story time with COD. So, no long after I passed my test, I was just turning 20 years old. I think I was still 19. And we were driving down this back road, driving food between Stratham and Blantyre. We just dropped one of our friends off, and me and my friend Russell's in the car, and we're driving down this back road, and then there's two cows in the middle of the road, right? And they were just running, and they ran into this guy's back garden, crashed his fucking fence down, right? So we're at the fucking front door, chapping the door. Now there's no houses about for about 3 miles. Do you know what I mean? It's like this one house, and there's just me and Gary dressed like fucking, obviously, teenagers for Blantyre. So we look like Neds, right? Not going to fucking deny it. Can't sit the windy. Can't like. Come to the door, man. And the guy, he came to the door and he's pure, I'm phoning the police. And we're like, mate, there's two cows in your back garden. We were driving down the road, we scared them in your back garden. We're really, really sorry, man. The guy was pure fucking, I'm getting my gun. Get the fuck out my garden.
He's like, aye, well, we're leaving.
Mate, but he didn't believe us. He didn't believe us that there was cows in his back garden, right? And me and Gary fucking sprint it, get in the motor, and we fucking see this guy and he appears and you see this gun in his hand. And he was fucking, like, obviously, I don't think he was going to shoot it, but he was fucking serious about having the gun, right? So me and Gary drive round the corner and we just sit. And we get out the corner, we're sitting having a cigarette, right? Because we know we're in earshot of this guy's back garden, we can still hear the two cows mooing, right? And then the guy goes out the back and he's like, holy shit, Helen, there's two cows in that garden! Oh my god, man. Like, it was one of the ones, like, if I ever seen that guy again, do you know what I mean? He'd probably be like, listen, me man, I'm really sorry, but you've got to understand. Like, no, mate, we did.
When two Neds got to my house, two cows in my garden, I'm like, sure there is, pal.
Sure there is, pal. Sure there is. Mm-hmm. You just want me to get in my back garden while you mugged me and fucking steal all my shit. No, I totally understand where the guy was coming from, but there was two cows in his back garden. We were the honest Neds. We were the nice Neds. We dressed like Neds, but we were nice. Neds. We were nice boys.
That'd be amazing sitcom. Imagine the honest.
We were Eds, educated delinquents. There you go.
Speaking, like, if we're tying things together, right, and we want to talk about standings in Area 51 and stuff, right? So, the US military.
Oh fucking here we go.
They're all right. You know, they're all right, but sometimes people can say stupid things, and the US military put out a tweet when the Area 51 raid was happening that didn't go down very nice. And I'll read the tweet out to you.
Hold on, I'll get it up on screen as you read it out, right?
Okay. It's a deleted tweet, right? And
where is the tweet in this?
It's literally just right. So the tweet says, a deleted tweet by the PR arm of the US military showed a photo of a stealth bomber stating that it would be the last thing raiders see.
That's ridiculous, man. Like, that guy's sacked. If he was in
lost his job.
If he was in any sort of fucking military unit, that guy's in a court martial. Do you know what I mean? Like,
when I showed this to Truss earlier, right? We both had the same reaction of, oh no,
hot potato, oh, no. Hot potato.
Oh no, oh no, not good. Oh no.
Holy shit, man.
It was like, what were you thinking, mate?
Do you think a guy's fucking sitting in a jail cell the nude, just still in that sort of giggly state where he's just like they sacked me, they fucking sacked me. What's happening, Gracie? San, welcome back.
Your job going like, I was in the army for 5 years. Why did you leave? I got court-martialed. What did you do?
We're still Neds because we're called now educated delinquents. I like that. Welcome, Gracie. What a way to announce your presence.
But it was... Oh, just...
Right, we're moving on to another stupid daft story then.
We're a gaming podcast, I promise. We just like to talk about stupid shit.
Did you hear about the golden toilet that got stole from Blenheim Palace? Like, cry me a fucking river, you cunts. Your golden toilet gets stolen. It's like, how long do you think that took to get melted down? Wait, anyway, I think this one's loaded into the
Was it a gold-plated toilet, or was it like a solid gold?
It's a solid gold toilet, mate. It's worth 4.8 million quid. Here it's here. $6 million solid gold toilet stolen from Winston Churchill's family home.
Of course Winston Churchill had a solid gold toilet.
The heist of a rather unusual work of art has befallen the historic hallways of Blenheim Palace, the birthplace of Britain's Winston Churchill. According to the BBC, an 18-carat solid gold toilet valued at £4.8 million, fully functional golden toilet called America, was the handiwork of Italian artist...
America?
Called America was the handiwork of Italian artist Maurizio Catalan. Who created it as part of an exhibit titled Victory. Victory is not an option. It would just be better if it's called Victory, wouldn't it? Like, yes, this is a victory. Take a shit in a golden toilet.
That's what you need to say after you get like a really tricky shit. Just go like...
No, mate, it gets better. This article gets well better, right? That was shown at the last week 18th Century Estate in home in Oxfordshire. While Catalan was first informed of the theft, he thought it was a ridiculous prank. Who's stupid enough to steal a toilet? The artist wrote in the New York Times before adding, I forgot it was made out of gold. The golden loo made previous appearance stateside at Guggenheim Museum in New York City, where visitors were allowed to book 3-minute slots to use the working lavatory as they pleased. The gold toilet was totally Instagrammable and proved to be a hit with museum goers. So that's how they've got these pictures and shit. And there's a picture of the way the toilet used to be. Like, oh my god, man.
Do you know what? I think, you know what? Let's feel for these poor rich people, you know.
Mate,
I think,
let's not.
Let's have a 10-second silence for the missing toilet, shall we?
All right, okay.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Let's have a 10-second silence for the missing toilet.
Nah, fuck that. It's a fucking golden toilet, man. Fucking cunts, man. Get it up, yes. Everybody says when they were fucking, do you know what I mean? When they were 17 or 16 and they first bought a lottery ticket, if I win, I'm going to get a golden toilet. Pure knowing full well that you're not going to get a golden toilet. And then you've got these pretentious cunts that bought a golden toilet over 100 years ago. You fucking wankers, man. Like,
what was the price of gold 100 years ago?
Probably about the same. Gold's never changed. That's why it's called the gold standard.
Right, hold on. Price of gold.
That's what I think. Gracie as well melted after a night on the Vindaloo. Maybe not that way.
You know what a troy ounce is?
A troy ounce? No.
Is it?
It sounds like a generous dealer. Oh, a troy ounce, man. He gives you an extra 2 gram. Big Troy's a legend.
1919, the price of gold was 19.95.
19.95 what?
Actually,
19.95 what?
Dollars?
What was $1 worth back then?
Good point. Well, it says 2011. The price of gold is 1,571.52. This is here. This one's like this. That
probably sounds about right. That's probably about the same buying power. $19 was a lot of fucking money back in the day. You could probably buy a bit of grand's worth of shit. Do you know what I mean?
Looking at this. This is actually really interesting, right? So it goes. So from 1953 to 1966, the price of gold was about $35, right? Then 1968 happened. It went to 39. 1969, 41. And then...
That's not the price of gold changing. That's them inflating the money, so is the money of the system doesn't crash. That's what that is. That's banks printing money.
Oh, it's so weird because...
That's why the price of it's gone up, because they're having to
1980,
more banknotes.
This was it. this is interesting. Like 1980, it was 615, right? And then 1982, it was 376. Stayed at 300 for a long time. Went down to 200 in 2001.
Look for market crashes, and I bet you any money those grids.
Wait, 2000. Wait, so 2007 it was worth 695. 2008 it was 871. Then 2010 it was 1,224. We've went completely off topic because I'm like, hold on, like what was going on here?
Right, tell me those years again.
Hold on, let me get my history back up because I got off it.
Because like there's like I'm looking at crashes and stock exchange crashes, like biggest market crashes.
Right, so obviously 2008.
2008,
was one.
Right.
Then there was let me find the year. 1969. Where it went from 39 to 41. And then, 1973, 1974 went to 154.
Right, like you've got 1929, 1873. You've not got to look at that, but 1929. So just at the 30s, is there a big kick up just at around about the 30s for gold?
No, actually, well, it went 1933. It was 26. 1934, it went to 34.
And then the next big one's 1987.
1974.
Oh well, maybe I was a wee bit wrong.
1987.
Usually gold doesn't change.
368. 1987 was 477, so it did have a bit kick up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went back down to 1989.
.com bubble bust is 1998, ain't it? Along with the Asian crash, it's only about the same time. So 1998 and then 2008 are big market crashes.
We went completely off topic because we got really interested. See, like this is what happens when it's just me and Truss on the pod, right? This is just what me and Truss talk about.
Oh,
we just. Oh, there's the chat.
There's
the stream.
There's a.
You guys saw the inner workings.
You seen the inner workings. My PC was naked there. That's what it was. You just caught my PC in its pants. Right. Game related subject. Right.
Yes. So. Things have come out this week. One of the big things that came out this week was a new console, the Nintendo Switch Lite. And I'm not gonna lie. Is
it the Soldier Boy finally being released?
I wish the Soldier Boy was released. I might buy a Soldier Boy just for this thing out.
Best graphics
anyway,
ever.
There's the new Nintendo Switch Lite, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it looks shite. Because it says dedicated to handheld play. I'm like, right, I understand why you want to make it because it's a cheaper version of the Switch, but I want everyone to have also have a look at this, right? There was a
have a look at what. Let's see.
There was a console that came out a few years back called the Wii U. Right? The Wii U came out. Tell me there's a fucking difference in how that looks.
There isn't really much of a difference in how that looks.
You've just taken the Wii U remote and went, we can just make this its own console. Like,
nah, you're totally right, man. It's pretty much the same thing. They've this has got the PlayStation arrangement of like analog sticks being at the same level. And
the other one's got an Xbox arrangement,
and the other one's got an Xbox arrangement. Like that's the difference I see.
Like the thing is, I understand why they've done this. Like, some people want to play handheld games, they want a portable thing, but that's what the Switch was anyway. They've just taken out, in my opinion.
You know what I mean? Me and Yaldi were sitting fucking playing his Switch the last year's Insomnia, doing it the fucking tents and shit. Switches. Probably the only thing that could make it more portable is a bigger fucking better battery. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just another product. People have bought hundreds of Switches. Switches were good, and they're just going,
I've bought two Switches in my life.
They like Switches. Let's give them a smaller Switch and say that it works in more places, even though the Switch works in those places.
Well, like, one of the biggest selling points, in my opinion, for the Switch was right. So you can be playing a game on the train, right, on your way home. And then you can get home, but you could be really into your game. So instead of having to sit there playing your handheld thing, you can just go over your TV and go, what? play on my TV. Oh, I need to go somewhere. Oh, wait. Going to my mate's house. There we go. Like, or like, I'm on the train, but I can't be bothered holding it. All right, let me just take the job, prop the screen up. There we go. Like, that was one of the really cool things about the Switch.
Most trains now have the plugs right there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly. And like, in my opinion, they've just taken out the Switch part of the Nintendo Switch and just made another DS.
Madcap makes a point there.
Where the fuck's my 2DS?
If it's a smaller screen, it's going to use less power, so your battery's going to last a wee bit longer. That is true.
At this, right? Look. Is there a difference?
But the thing is, like, it has always been getting better, and like, from their point of view, like, this is a better product. It does work better. It's more streamlined. It doesn't use as much battery. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't use as much power. And like, they're like, we can't.
I'll just buy a 2DS.
Aye, but then it's not the new Switch.
I'm going to start playing this more. I missed this. This was great. I loved this. It's weird as well because everyone's like, "Well, why did you buy a 2DS? Why did you get like a 3DS that could fold over and stuff?"
Mate,
the reason I didn't.
We live in a time where technology is continuing to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and more streamlined and more streamlined and more streamlined.
And then wait, I'm going to interrupt you there. And then you realise you can watch porn on the screens, and the screens start getting bigger and bigger.
No, that. But you're right. But what I'm thinking is because everything's happening so fast, they've got to bring out new stuff because they can't sit on it. Do you know what I mean? So
remember that? Look,
can you imagine?
That's a headphone jack. Do you remember that?
Can you imagine that fucking technology just stopped tomorrow and we stopped getting new shit and everything stayed at the same level? It'd be well worse than having a. Do you know what I mean? It'd be well worse.
This last week, didn't we? When we talked about the iPhone. And
kinda, aye. A bit of different context, but aye.
Yeah, like it's just like I think it's pointless. People might buy it, because I guess people have been saying, "Oh, the Joy-Cons break a lot," but you've just taken out the whole point of the Switch. Like.
It's shite when you buy something and it's only been new for like 6 months and then they bring something new and you're not the cool kid anymore. I understand that.
Yeah. Right. I apologise. I've been holding in a pish for half an hour. So
he's a way to cry.
I'm a way to cry about how shite this is.
Aye. Right. No, I'm not going to talk. What we're going to do is I'm going to talk a wee tiny bit about how this is really funny, right? And I was listening to this the other day and I didn't think I was going to get the chance on the podcast, but while he's doing a push, we can actually listen to this, right? Now, I'm typing in weed, right? And it's a YouTube video, and it's a guy who his wife got his weed. His wife had his weed, and the guy is absolutely livid. It just shows you how we've kind of crossed a line in society. Maybe not in this country, but at least somewhere in the world we've crossed a line where this guy get his weed took off him. And he's basically phoning the police like, you fucking stole my weed. So, aye, let's have a wee look at this. This is proper funny.
Hi, I need to do a complaint about 2 Sharonville cops. They stole my fucking weed last night.
Okay, let me have you talk to a supervisor.
All right.
Hold on just a moment.
Hello? Hi, is this a sheriff?
This is Sergeant Mark Duddleson with the Sharonville Police. How can I help you?
All right, my name's Phil. I had 2 cops come here last night and steal my fucking weed, and I want it back.
Okay, what address are you talking about?
Yeah, I was staying at a hotel last night at the time. My wife had some problem. They had to call them, and my wife had my weed in her purse, and the motherfucking cops took it. It was only like 4 grams, but it was really good weed. It was only like 4 grams, but it was like, prestige weed. And the motherfuckers took it. And from what I know, 100 grams is cool, right? Or am I wrong?
You are wrong.
I'm wrong.
100 grams is legal, or am I wrong? You are wrong.
You're very wrong.
What do you mean
by that? I'm back from
that?
a pitch, guys. Hiya.
Where did you get that information
What are you talking about? 100 grams is legal. Am I wrong?
No, it's not.
What county is this?
This is in Hamilton
The
County.
guy's so raging.
Hamilton County, 100 grams is legal.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not. I'm just here to tell you that it's not.
What do you mean it's not, dude? Where you been the past 2 months?
It basically goes on. If you want to watch it, if you want to watch a full video, there's the link. But it goes on a wee bit, man. And the policeman's trying to make it. He's trying to tell him. He's like, right, you've got a point, right? 100 grams is not legal. 4 grams is. Somebody's done you in, right? Because the guy's pure like that. He's like, they've just put it in their pocket, man. They're fucking out there stoned as fuck, man. It's some premium weed, dude. And the policeman's trying to say, like, listen, tell me where it was. What's your wife's name? Do you know what I mean? If there'll be a police report. If there's not a police report, then there's foul play and I can do something to the people. Do you know what I mean? Like, try to actually go for some recourse. And the guy's like, yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna fucking tell you my address, man. Fuck off, man. And you're like, mate, do you know what I mean? It's like, did you phone because you're raging that somebody stole your weed and you're actually wanting it back? Like, 4 grams is legal where he is, so it's basically property being stolen? Or are you just high as fuck, try to phone the police so as you've got a cool story? I shouted at the police on the phone, I made it to YouTube. Do you know what I mean? It's like you actually got a copper on the line that was actually willing to help, and he just screamed.
Come on, let's speak about this. Yeah, thing is, they could have, if it's legal to have like 4 grams. Do you think they could have like taken 96 of the 100 and like, there you go, that's what you're allowed. Come back and get the rest of it.
See, I don't know the law for it.
Could you imagine like the police handing back evidence in 4 gram increments? Like,
it brings to mind another story. I seen this on the television. It was on BBC years ago, and it was a documentary into like drugs in Britain, right? And it was this old woman, and she's talking. She's giving a first-hand account at the time the police arrested her for growing marijuana, right? And she's like, one night the police just came to my door, and they were all like, "We've got a report that you're growing marijuana." And the woman's like, "Hi, who told you that?" And they're like, "So you growing marijuana?" She's like, in my shed. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, when the police went into the shed, they arrested me and confiscated all my marijuana. And she's pure on television. She's like, I just to make it into cakes and take it down the old folks' home on a Sunday. Like, oh man, that'd be great. I'd see if I'm in an old folks' home, man.
I would pretend I'm 87 years old.
Aye, like Linda would be my hero. Do you know what I mean? Like, Sundays would be the day. Like, yes, Linda's coming in the day, man. She's coming with the cakes.
Do you know how like most the older generation are quite religious as well? Can you just say, on Sundays we praise the Most High?
Because they like the internet is the fucking thing that has exposed God. Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking Google is now God. Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking. Our generation literally prays to Google and Google answers. That's the one thing about our internet God. Do you know what I mean? Is it answers?
His name is
SMviper. You walked into that. Like, you even sat quiet as if you just thrown that ball up. Like, trust, it's up there, knock it out the park. Fucking get it.
Okay, alright. Right, anyway, Nintendo Switch. Fuck
yes, game related news.
Another.
Or one true God, Google, exactly.
I guess we have to talk about it. We'll give it a wee mention. We don't like to talk about it, but yeah.
A cheeky wee mention? Cheeky wee.
Fortnite's got a Batman mode to celebrate 80 years of Batman. And
praise to SMviper.
When me and Stubbs do a tag team in Hype CW, it will be praise to SMviper.
Me personally, I vote for Stubbs and Yaldi Time to be a tag team, and for the tag team to be called Baldy Time. That's what I want.
Baldy Time.
But
yeah, they've got a new Batman mode. I'm not gonna lie, I had a look. I'm not gonna be playing it, but it does look quite fun. Basically, it's kind of like the Thanos mode they've done. You know, the whole 99 players versus Thanos, and whoever kills Thanos gets to be Thanos. But it's
Did somebody randomly become Thanos then? Aye. Random person.
Yeah, it was actually one random person became Thanos, and then you had to find the gauntlet, and then you became Thanos. So basically, after you killed someone, they dropped the gauntlet, and you went and grabbed the gauntlet, and you became Thanos. And you basically had really overpowered, like, you could kill people in one strike, all that stuff. Kind of the same as happening with the Batman one, except I believe now there are 2 skins you can get. You can get the Catwoman skin and the Batman skin, and there's 2 weapons. They've got the explosive batarang and the grapple hook. The batarang is thrown out in a relatively flat arc and hones in towards opponents, and it explodes in close proximity. And the grapple hook's a fucking grapple hook. But I think in the Batman mode, there's a thing where you can actually glide like Batman in the Arkham games, which is actually pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. But you can glide in Fortnite anyway.
Yeah, but I think in this specific one, your glider will be part of your skin, and you just glide down like Batman.
Aye, because the current glide, it's got a ceiling on it, ain't it?
The current glide, it's...
You hit a ceiling and then it stops gliding. You have to fall. That's what I mean.
That's... No, it's all the way around. You fall, and then after a certain thing... But they added this new thing in the game where you can literally fall as much as you want, and then you can glide whenever you want. But it does look pretty cool. Hold on, do you want me to put the link so people can watch the trailer?
Aye, why not?
I don't know if I'm going to play it, because I don't really play Fortnite, but it does look fun. I can understand why players of Fortnite would want to play it. Especially if you're a Batman fan.
Fortnite.
The Fortnite players.
I love this one. We noticed you're using ad blocker. Turn off ad blocker. No thanks, I'll keep blocking ads. No, every website gives you the chance to do that, so thanks for that. Hey, is trailer here? There it's there. Trailer's
yeah.
Right, give trailer. Three things have been added to this game. Everybody lose your shit. Now. Do you know what I mean?
I've been saying this at work, right? For as much as Fortnite it being a free game, the way they've merchandised this game, holy shit.
Aye, it's like marketing 101. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking, that's what Fortnite is.
They've turned something that is free into something that is worth billions. Like, even I've been saying, right? Like, see the Nerf guns you get for Fortnite.
Madcap, you really shouldn't keep your shit in jars.
No, you shouldn't.
Because if you don't keep your shit in jars, then you don't need to lose your head when you lose your shit, right? It'll be fine.
Restart your collection.
It'll be fine.
What about my prize poo from 2000?
I polished that one.
But yeah, like the Nerf guns you get, they look really cool. Like, Nerf guns are supposed to look, unrealistic and stuff. These ones look pretty good, I think, if you painted them. If you painted these guns, you could maybe do some bad things. But, like, it is quite interesting. You've got speaking of this, there is already an app called Track My Job.
Track your jobby, but after you put a wee chip in your jobby and you can see where it is as it floats down the pipes and that.
No, basically I think it was like an American only thing, and what you do is that you click a button when you've just done your poo, like just flushed your poo, and it would like give you an estimate about where it was in the system.
Wow, that's the generation we live in.
Yeah. I think we've got a little bit more gaming.
Talking about Barkman. Talking about Batman, Batman Arkham Collection is free on the Epic Games Store until the 26th of September. With the Lego games as well. And that's all the Batman games with all the DLCs. The Batman games are alright, right? They're rhythm action games. They're worth a play. But just remember, they're rhythm action games. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've got really good reviews, haven't they?
I like them because, like, they were meant to, you know, I like them because, like, they were meant to, you know,
The
play
boss
up and
fights
stuff.
are fantastic. The boss fights are fantastic.
I did like playing the games. I won't say they're my favourite games on the planet, but they were good. It did make me relive Jason Todd all over again, and I did get a bit upset. But like,
pardon me.
It was pretty cool.
It'd be worrying to find that it goes to your mum's house.
Why is my poo going to my mum's house? She's been keeping your shit for 18 years, son. Why do you think we got divorced? Your bedroom is no longer your bedroom. Shit cave.
Fucking track your poo from the golden toilet.
Literal shite hole.
I'm like, yes, I done a shite in the golden toilet. Now I'm tracking it.
Alright, back to things that have happened in the real world. So the
Good night,
world's
Madcap.
fucked, as
Hope
we
you
know.
feel better, dude.
Good night. The world's fucked, as we know. Climate change is a thing, so the school kids are skiving to do
Climate
stuff
change is definitely a thing, man. We had 28-degree weather, fucking.
That was part of the irony, I think, because I went to the protest in Edinburgh to take some pictures, right? And I was like, it was plus 20-degree weather in September the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I woke up the other day, man, streamed a wee bit, and I was like, it's really warm in here. I went to check if heating was on. Heating was on. I opened a blind, and I was like, holy fuck, it's gorgeous out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, man. Went and had a barbecue with my mates. Fuck
it's a bit mental. Like, you're like, really? Like, we're it's not even like we're like quite south near the equator, are we? We're pretty fucking far north.
Like, do you know the like our world's probably the real world's probably changed way more than fucking Cube World has since it was first announced. Did you hear that Cube World's finally coming out? Do you even know what Cube World is?
I think I've had it mentioned, but I can't remember what it is.
Cube World is fucking basically a game that looks like Minecraft. It's an RPG game. You don't have to do any of the building or anything like that. It's in like that. It does look quite good, right? But it was 20 quid on fucking Steam as a fucking early access one, and it looked as if it was got like a really good early access one man to invest in. But here's the article. Cube World is a comeback story no one expected. After going silent for over 5 years, people assumed this Minecraft-inspired RPG was vaporware. But earlier this month, developer Wolfram von Funk shocked everyone by announcing that Cube World is indeed coming out, and now we know just how soon. Cube World releases on September 30th on Steam. There's no price listed, but those who purchased Cube World Alpha all the way back in 2013, so that's me, will automatically get a Steam key for full release. Alpha buyers will also be able to play a beta that is launching on Monday 23rd of September, a full week ahead of schedule for Cube World's full launch. If you're unfamiliar with Cube World, it's new launch trailer shown above. Does a great job of showing you what it's all about. So let's have a wee look at this trailer. Actually, I've not seen the new trailer. It's a 4-minute trailer. No, watch it all. We'll have a wee ganders. But it's an RPG, do you know what I mean? And like, it does.
I might play it just because it's an RPG. I like RPG.
There was a lot of classes in the alpha and stuff. Just everything was broke. Show me more. I see classes. I mean, it does look really nice. Do you know what I mean? Could be a really fun play with a couple of your mates.
I'll play it. I'm a fucking D&D nerd though, so... Is that like an axe he's supposed to be carrying?
Aye. Let's see the different classes. Doesn't he get into any depth on the classes, but there is so many different classes. Like, see the one game I would tell you to think about is if you ever played Trove on PlayStation, pretty much Trove came out and I was like, I'm going to get this Trove game because it looks a lot like fucking 220 on that video. Looks mad, does it? Let's go back and have a wee look at 220 then. But I pretty much played Trove, and Trove was so much like it. Do you know what I mean? So going back to it, like, I'm at the stage where I was thinking about actually offering some other people the key.
I'd give Trove a shot. That RPGs are like my thing.
Oh, that's fast travelling. Ah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. You can't see it, but that's pretty cool.
Oh, shit. I didn't change it back. It's here, look. You go into the... You go up to the big map. Choose somewhere on the map. The map looks really cool, but doesn't it? Even though it's just all squares and you can see that it's all squares.
If it's infinite.
Aye, that's why the things about this game, it's procedurally generated.
That's nice. It does look really nice as well.
Aye.
I wonder, like, if there'll be, like, obviously, like, building and stuff. You can build your own house and stuff.
No, there's no building. No building at all.
Oh, right.
It's not that sort of game.
I'm not gonna. I think I would play this game. I think I'd have fun playing this.
It's all about the RPG element. But that's why I like Trove so much, because Trove you could build, and it would majorly RPG
and that's
elements.
out now.
Trove's fucking free to play on PlayStation.
No, I mean, like...
Oh, Cube World. Cube World comes out on September 30th. It's free to... I'd like, if you really want, I'll give you the key for it. Do you know what I mean? Like I says, man, I've played... I'll give you the key for it then, that's sound.
Nice.
Because Kyle's got to be playing it as well, and I know he will play it. He's fucking jumping at the bit for it, so that's somebody to play with at least. But Cube World's coming out. Another game that I'm actually looking forward to is John Wick Hex. Now I know you guys, I know Yaldi doesn't like a John Wick Hex.
We spoke about this before. I think it was like week 61 or something.
No, I think it was way earlier than that, because now it's got its release date. I think it was in about June we were talking about this. Here's the trailer for it. It's a new trailer.
Jonathan will find this place.
Oh, pause. It's a direct sequel to the films.
You must know that.
We still can't see it.
No sequel. Prequel. Sorry. Right, let's take it back. Aye, it's a direct.
Can you see it? Oh, there we go. We're good now.
Aye.
Oh, I know. I remember because remember we were talking about how it, like, art style wise, it was a bit Borderlands-ish.
You must know that.
And it's a strategy game, so it plays like XCOM.
It's on no maps.
You'll be fucking all up in this, won't you?
Gotta love it, mate. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Why take such a
See, if this was a board game, I think I'd play it.
You want the key to a lock.
Wait.
They could make this into a board game, probably.
Take what I am owed.
No, I suspect you will be given what you deserve.
I think the trailer gets the point across in what the game's actually trying to do, but because it's all about like, it emphasises the gunshots and the reloads and the hits. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything needs to be calculated. It's not just a game where you just run in and shoot everywhere. No, everything's got to be calculated.
What does it say that in the space of a year, like a space of 60, getting 2 games where you can play as Keanu Reeves?
Tells you Keanu Reeves is fucking on form now, doesn't it?
Fuck Google being God. Keanu Reeves is the God.
Keanu Reeves is God. Oh, he really is, but mate, Gracie says I have a hard on for it. I can't show you it on
it's
stream.
Weird because, like,
I can't. I'm sorry.
See, for about 2-3 years, there's been I've had this weird kind of thing of there's not many games I've been really excited for. Like, Rage 2 was like the only game that I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool because I really liked playing Rage the first time. Didn't they fucking get Rage 2? I still haven't bought it. It came out nearly a year ago. It came out in May, sorry. Like, still haven't bought it. Fallout 76 I was excited for, but
but we all know the Fallout 76 story, aye.
We all know that. But it's that thing. But like, I'm finally getting excited with some games that are coming out. Like
the 2 new D&D fucking campaigns.
Shut it! I've not got enough money. Right. So last week I literally mentioned the new D&D campaign, Baldur's Gate is coming out, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get it because it's D&D. Of course, I'm gonna fucking get it. But then like, I was scrolling through Amazon just after it came out, and I found this ready for pre-order, and that is another fucking. That's another campaign I can pre-order. And Wizards of the Coast, do me a favour. Let me just like get some money first, because like you didn't have to worry. You'll get my money. It's okay. Like chill the fuck out. Thanks for the content, but like chill the fuck out. I need time to save and play the campaigns. Never mind fucking like. Did the stream just freeze?
No, I switched cameras.
Oh, it looks like it's frozen. Hold on, let me refresh.
Yaudi says in chat, that Russian Subway Dogs game came out last month. Remember we were talking about that a few months ago? The Russian Subway Dogs game with the dogs in the Russian subway. You've got to play as them and steal shit after humans and all that. That looked really fun.
There was one with cats as well, wasn't it?
I think cats were in it, and that they were like the enemies of the dogs. Hey Estevarius, how you doing, dude? Cheers for the fucking wee peace of mind. Welcome back,
good.
Man.
There was like it might just be my internet. I think my internet is having a bit of hard time right now.
Aye, because you've cut out a few times wee bits. I thought it was maybe me, but it might be you as well.
That's all right. But yeah, so that's happening, which is annoying. I think it's my internet. My internet's being a bit funny right now because it's a bit laggy for me. That's all.
But I'm out of subjects tonight.
Aye, same.
Like
bang on 10 as well.
Bang on 10. That's perfect, ain't it? Like that, the Amish guys in the fucking horse-drawn buggy getting drunk, but that's gonna live with me.
Did you post the GIF up? The GIF up from
my heroes for Naruto. It wasn't loaded in the bot.
Yeah.
I tried to put it, but it's not loaded in the bot.
Oh, can you find it?
Hold on. Guy Naruto runs. Past report.
Yeah.
Oh, I already typed it in earlier. Sweet.
Like I said, this guy, in my opinion, wins the internet for the year. He saw the opportunity and he took it. Bravo, sir. Bravo, sir.
We will have much more from the tiny community of Rachel, Nevada at 6:30. Reporting live from the tiny community of Rachel, Nevada at 6:30. Reporting live, Joe Martell's 13.
Do you know what as well? Because it's in the desert. See the amount of dust that's coming off his feet.
Live, we will have.
Brilliant. It's fucking epic, man. It's so good. But
yes, I know about divine contention.
Aye. He doesn't want to talk about it, Estevarius, because he's not got enough money, the poor wee boy. Ah, he's such a poor boy. I know he was talking about it last week. He was pure giddy last week. He's like, it's new D&D campaign. And then this week, I think he's numb. I think he's just numb.
I'm just I can't. I'm having to wait till next month till I even buy the new campaign. And even then, put it this way, right? I've got a D&D group coming up soon, right? We haven't even started playing it, and I've already got 2 campaigns for them. I don't need another 3. Let me play the first. It's like Warhammer all over again. Let me build my first army before I go in the next one. Fuck's sake.
A Matrix 4? Sorry, Viper. I just seen Matrix 4 and it would pick up where the trilogy left off. I don't think I'd like to see a Matrix 4. I mean, the trilogy's really nice. It's nice. It's packaged. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's like a lot of these like old film companies are trying to just bring back trilogies to make money, and it's no going well. Like what was it? Fucking Rambo, the last Rambo film. That's been getting absolutely panned, saying it's awful, and you're like, why would you do that to such a good film franchise? Why give it such a shitty ending? Game of Thrones. But it's like, but it's
But they didn't revive Game of Thrones. Can't be put in the same category. They didn't revive Game of Thrones for the dead 20 years after its last outing, and then fucking kill it stone dead with terrible writing. Do you know what I mean?
That whilst it was still in progress.
They just killed it stone dead with terrible writing. Like fucking Game of Thrones, man. They're
Right,
bringing
are we
it
playing
back for
Jackbox?
money. That's why I dislike the idea of a new Matrix movie. Me too. That's what I thought as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
money grab. Aye, what do you think? Jackbox? You up for playing some Jackbox?
I'm up playing some bit of Jackbox.
Mint it. Let's play some Jackbox. Right, cool. I need to take the doggy for a pee. Viper, if you change your title for us and shit, we'll be back in literally 5 minutes tops. Don't go anywhere. Let's draw some mildly obscene on the line drawings.
Right.
Mint it.
Think penis, draw.
Banana.
Draw
Build
Amish.
this network on
Think penis,
Scots
draw
with
Amish.
soul. We'll build this network, Scots and soul. Build this network on Scots with soul.
In the intro.
Thunder hears that theme tune and he just he perks right up. Man, he's like, I'm going for a pee, I'm going for a pee.